At Thanksgiving dinner, my mom smiled sweetly and asked, "Your brother just bought a beautiful house. When will you finally settle down?" I looked at her calm and steady and said, "Oh, I already did. I just didn't invite anyone who doubts me." The room went silent. My mom's face turned red. Ethan's smug smile froze on his face. Let me back up. I'm 28, female, and my whole life has been a front row seat to the Ethan show. My older brother, Ethan, the golden boy. Since we were kids, it was always, Ethan made the football team. Ethan got straight A's. Meanwhile, if I came in second at a state science competition, my mom would just say, "That's nice, honey, but did you hear what Ethan did?" Our dad left when I was 4. Ethan was 9. From that point on, my mom poured all her hopes into him. He became the man of the house. I became the girl, the afterthought. She once rescheduled my dance recital so it wouldn't clash with Ethan's football game. She missed my high school graduation because she had to drive Ethan to a job interview and wait in the parking lot. When he got a basic entry-level job, she threw a huge party. When I graduated with honors, she gave me a card. The only one who noticed was my cousin Nora. She'd come over after Ethan's achievement dinners and sit with me in silence. Just being there. "Your mom doesn't know what she's missing," she'd whisper. But I still hurt because I saw the truth, and so did she. I moved out at 22 and stopped sharing anything important because no matter what I said, mom would twist it into a story about Ethan. I got promoted. Oh, Ethan might apply for a new job too. I took a vacation. Poor Ethan hasn't had time for one. So I stopped trying. Meanwhile, I was building a life, quietly and powerfully. In high school, I taught myself how to code. I studied computer science in college. Worked 2 jobs to afford it. Graduated top of my class. I joined a tech startup right after. The pay was modest, but I had stock options. I lived cheap. 3 roommates, packed lunches. Every spare dollar went to student loans and investments. My mom never cared. Every phone call became 45 minutes of Ethan's life updates. She never asked about mine. 3 years ago, I became the youngest team lead in company history. I was proud. So for once, I shared the news at Thanksgiving. "I got promoted last week," I told her. "I'm leading a team of 6 now." She barely blinked. "That's nice, dear. Ethan, tell everyone about your client." That was the moment I realized she'd never care. And I stopped trying to impress her. I lived for me. The startup took off. We landed funding. I was promoted again, then again, then again. Eventually, I became chief technology officer. Ethan, he bounced from job to job. Yet my mom always had excuses. "He's too smart to be tied down." This is just a bold career move. Last summer, she invited us to celebrate Ethan's big news. I wasn't going to go, but Nora begged. "I need backup. I can't face Aunt Debbie alone." I gave in. I arrived to balloons, banners, and a cake shaped like a house. "Ethan's been pre-approved for a mortgage," Mom beamed. They were throwing a party for a pre-approval. I wish I was kidding. Later, I overheard them in the kitchen. "Mom, I might need more money," Ethan said. "Ethan, I already gave you $15,000, she sighed. That's all I had saved. "But Vanessa really wants this house." My jaw clenched. When I moved out, she didn't even let me store boxes in her garage. I looked into his finances. He had 5 maxed out credit cards, a terrible credit score, late payments, rejected loan applications. Meanwhile, I'd been promoted 5 times. My startup was acquired. My stock options exploded in value. I had a 7-figure portfolio, but I told no one until I found the perfect house for 200 square feet on 3 acres. Vaulted ceilings, gourmet kitchen, a stream running through the yard. I paid cash and moved in. I told no one but Nora. "They're going to lose their minds," she said. "That's why I'm not telling them," I replied. "I don't need their approval." Then came Thanksgiving. "Ethan and Vanessa are hosting," Mom texted. "Can't wait for you to see their beautiful new home." Something in me snapped. It's time. I arrived in jeans and a cashmere sweater. Simple, elegant. The house, nice, basic, cookie cutter. Inside, Ethan was leading the tour. "We're thinking of a pool in the backyard." Vanessa chose the tile. Nora found me. "You look different," she said, "like you're actually enjoying this." "Let's just say I'm ready," I told her. At dinner, Aunt Debbie started. "Any special man in your life, Jade?" Just focusing on my career, I smiled. Mom chimed in. "Not everyone builds a life like Ethan and Vanessa." Ethan added, "We're trying for a baby next year." Applause, cheers. Then Mom turned to me. "Jade, honey, when are you going to settle down?" The table went silent. Everyone waited. I took a sip of water, set the glass down, and said, "Oh, I already did. I just didn't invite anyone who doubts me." My mom gasped. Forks froze midair. Ethan's smile cracked. "You what?" Mom whispered. "I settled down, bought a house, built a life. I just didn't think it was worth mentioning, since no one ever asks." Ethan scoffed. "What kind of place? A condo?" "No, a house. Bigger than this." Aunt Debbie blinked. "How big?" 4,200 square feet, on 3 acres. Mom stammered. "Sweetheart, isn't that excessive?" "Not really. I paid cash." Ethan choked on his drink. "You what?" "Didn't see the point in a mortgage." Then I looked him dead in the eyes. "How's your mortgage, Ethan?" What'd you put down, 5%? He clenched his jaw. Mom scrambled to save him. Well, it's a lovely neighborhood. Ethan added, it's near good schools. And Debbie asked, wait, you really own it outright? Yes, paid in full. The room spun. Everyone stared. I looked at Mom. Funny how much people assume when they never ask. Come on, Jade, Mom said. It's not like we ignore you. Really? I asked. When's the last time you asked about my job, my life, my plans? No answer. You all assumed Ethan was the only one worth caring about. Ethan exploded. You think you're better than me? No, I replied. I just stopped playing a game that was rigged from the start. Then I dropped the bomb. Your credit score is in the 500s. You're over $200,000 in debt. Everyone froze. Mom, did you know that? I asked. She turned pale. How much did you give him? Just $15,000 or more. Ethan stood furious. You had no right. And you had no right to drain Mom's retirement for your fantasy. I turned to Mom. You want to know how I did it? I got promoted 5 times. I'm the CTO. My stock options are worth over $1 million. I invested smart. I didn't waste money trying to impress anyone. Ethan's chair crashed as he stood. You think you've won? No, I said. I just stopped needing to prove anything to any of you. Then I left. 2 weeks later, Nora texted, and Debbie says you're a legend. Later, my mom texted, please, Ethan's in trouble. Maybe you could give him advice. I stared at the message. Fury rising. I typed, so I tell you, I bought a house in cash, and your response is to ask if I'll help Ethan? She replied, family helps family. Ethan needs you. I took a deep breath and sent one last message. Mom, I'm done. You're still not interested in me, only in using me to fix Ethan's mistakes. So no, I won't be helping, and I won't be responding again. Then I blocked them. Now I sit on my deck. Oscar beside me. The woods quiet. The stars bright. I'm not invisible anymore. I'm not the afterthought. I'm Jade. Successful, independent, seen, and finally, free.